So the first thing in skill 8, we were told to pick 4 numbers, and so I picked A, B, C, and D to be 4, 6, 8, and 10. I'm supposed to organize it like A cosine, or inverse cosine, B, x minus C minus pi over D. So the first thing we look at is the cosine graph, which is like the inverse cosine graph. It is a parent function. It looks something like this one graphed. The domain is 1 to 1, and the range is 0 to pi. So the first thing we look at is the A value, which is right here. That's 4. So that number, a number in this position, only affects the range. It's like a vertical stretch. So you gotta multiply it through by 4, only by the range though, because it only affects the range. So you get 0, 4 pi. Then you can look at this B value, which multiplies everything by 6, but anything under the x value is counterintuitive, so it shrinks. So you divide by 6 to get the new domain for that. So if you divide negative 1, 1 by 6, you get negative 1/6 and 1/6. And then C is over here, so for us that would be minus 8. But again, this is counterintuitive, so it would be a horizontal shift to the right. And if you add 8 to negative 1/6 and 6, you get 47/6 and 49/6. And then for D, it's asking us to subtract pi over D. So this is a vertical shift down by pi over 10. So if you subtract pi over 10 from if you subtract pi over 6 from 0, 4 pi, you get negative pi over 10, 39 pi over 10. So that's what our final domain and ranges would be for the inverse cosine graph. For the inverse secant graph, we were asked to do the same thing. So A is 4, 1, so the graph for the parent function of inverse secant looks like this. And there's an asymptote at pi over 2. Okay, so the domain and the range for that would be negative infinity, because it goes all the way over here, to 1, to negative 1, in union with 1 to infinity. And the range is from 0 to pi over 2, and then the pi over 2 is not there, in union with pi over 2, comma, pi. The first thing to do to this graph is A, which once again only affects the range. We can multiply it through to get 0, 2 pi, in union with 2 pi, 4 pi. And B is up here. You gotta divide everything by B again. You can't divide infinity by A, so that stays negative infinity. Negative 1 becomes negative 1/6. 1 becomes 1/6, and infinity stays infinity. And then C is a horizontal shift right, and so that affects the domain, so we just add onto the domain. We can't add to infinity, so but negative 1/6 plus 8 is 47 over 6, and into 49 over 6, which is 1/6 plus 8. And then you can't add on to infinity. And you have another vertical shift in D, which is just subtracting pi over D. So if you take these values and subtract pi over 10, these are the values that you get, and that's the final range. So these are our final ranges and domains. So the main difference is that arc secant's domain is everything that isn't our cosine's domain. So basically, if we had a arc cosine graph, that would be fitting in right here, because it's in between them two. It's in between the other one. And then for the asymptote, you can calculate it by doing the same thing and plugging in the old asymptote into the changes that you had to do, and then finally you'll get 19, after doing simple math, you'll get to 19 pi over 10, which is also how we can verify that our range is correct. and it ends over here.